Okay, hello. My name's Lisa, and I am a certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist. And my objective is to simply demonstrate how I foam roll. So, what is foam rolling? Self myofascia release. So, I'm going to actually read the definition of fascia and what it is, and this may entice you more to start looking into foam rolling with your daily routine, basically, as I did. So the benefits are to have to do with the mobility of fascia, which fascia is the fibrous layer of connective tissue that surrounds all the muscles in our body. Does that make sense? So if you ache, this fascia could be tight, could be have adhesions. Your muscles have knots and adhesions. And without proper mobility, the fibrous fascia becomes cross linked and bind to the muscles and nerves, inhibiting normal motion and causing pain. Okay, so then let's talk pain. I have been in chronic pain probably since, so I would say about 21. And age 13, I had severe scoliosis. So I'd have spinal surgery. Those of you that don't know what severe scoliosis or just scoliosis is curvature of the spine. And mine was so severe that we had to immediately, and I mean immediately, go in and have surgery, which means complete spinal fusion. And so I have really great posture with everything I do, and that's because I don't have a choice. So my spine's completely fused. Everybody asks, well, which vertebrae, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Most of it. You know, not my neck, but all the way down here. I have a tattoo scheme that I've laid out through the years to cover scars. And, had to go through a little bit of self-esteem issues through each little segment of my life. When I found out I had scoliosis, I was very active. In junior high school, I was playing basketball, super competitive, and everything just took a halt. Boom. Crazy surgery, obviously very evasive. Had to go through a 9-month rehabilitation, and especially at that time in your life, was horrible. So, as time progressed, like I said, about age 21, because of the surgery and my extremities, my back straight, but everything else is getting a lot of activity. So, there's chronic pain. So, it's limited me to a lot of things that I wanted to do in my life. You know, I really can't go horseback riding, motorcycle riding. Not that I want to ride a motorcycle, but anyway, so basketball I did play in high school. I played volleyball, but it probably wasn't a good idea. So anything sport, which I love anything competitive. Um, and so then having to come to terms with limitations and then pain itself. So I had a trainer that showed me foam rolling. And the day that she showed this to me, I went and got one, told my sister about it, did it a little bit here and there, and then about a year ago, I decided I was going to do it every day before I worked out. Pretty much every day that I could. I can't imagine living out without it right now because of everything that I have to deal with on a daily basis for chronic pain. And so I share with my clients, every new client I get, our very first session, obviously we talk about nutrition, water, what they eat, and then the next one, we come out with this foam roller, and they all look at me like, I wanted to exercise and work out, and they just have this look of disappointment. But after we're finished, they usually ask where to get them. And so I talked for a long time about making this video to assist. So along with what each individual does in their daily life, what their job is, how their body's adapted, what sports they play, what they don't do. This can actually help with everyone. So the obvious, you know your own self and you know your limitations and you know what you need to do as far as your health care concerns are and all that. I'm not telling anybody how to do this. I'm simply showing how I do it and the benefits that were for me and how my body has changed in a year, just a year's time. So in the beginning, I start out just very slow. We're going to work on just the shins, which is the anterior tibialis. And I don't know if I want to go through and name each muscle group specifically. Among my peers, possibly, but even would they care? So I don't know. You guys tell me. Should each muscle group, because there's going to be several different videos on the muscle groups, and should they be defined as scientific definition or shin, thigh, hip? So anyways, we're going to work on the shins first. You'd be surprised of all the clients that I've had, all different ages. I got different responses from everybody, and I'm not gonna lie, the guys are the biggest crybabies when it comes to this. The biggest. I've had a sweet Southern gal come, and everything was honey and all right, sweetheart. And as soon as she got on here, she was saying, "Mother," because it hurts. The first time it hurts really bad. The second time it's gonna hurt, but once you work through that pain, again, you can't live without it. So we're going to start off with the basics. Everything is full body. So when I say full body, that means that you have to keep yourself in perfect alignment. It's what it's all about. I always say belly button to spine. So you want to make sure that your posture is good and that you have belly button to spine, you're breathing properly, your head's focused. And again, we're just going to be rolling the shins. Now, about 20 years ago, more than that, I sprained my ankle, and I didn't realize how compacted and what a mess this ankle was until I started foam rolling. So once I got to about here, I used to tie my locker key on my shoe. So once I got to about here, I thought that key was digging into my ankle, and it wasn't. It was just this jacked up ankle. So slowly, and I'm talking like agonizing, I would roll back and forth on it and just go through the pain and crush it. Crush it, crush it, crush it. So to start, I always suggest have a nice little stretch out here with your shoulders and arms, and then roll yourself onto your shins. And that may be enough just for beginning. Whenever I go through with clients, that's what we do. We just roll back and forth. No biggie. Cool and easy. May hurt like hell. And then we do a little kind of lean on your side this way. So I'm going to face this way so you can actually see what I'm doing. So here, we got our knees here, everything nice and tight. We're going to go here, and then we're going to lean as if you're just going to kind of lay on your side. So that means you got to keep your core tight. Roll this way. It's a lot of upper body work too. So until you get your upper body condition, it's going to be difficult. And here. So that's the basics for start. So I, of course, want to take it to the next level. As everything progresses, we want it to be a little bit more challenging. So what I've done is I take it here. It's not heavy enough for me. I want a little bit more pressure, so I cross over. And I'll cross one leg over here. And then here's that rotten ankle I have, and I really dig into it like this. I'm talking like, right now it's just popping and going crazy. And then I just start digging in that shin more. And then I switch it out. Have all that pressure here, go side, right up on top, boom. And then, oh, this ankle just popped too. It feels so good. So then I decided, well, I spend at least 30 to 40 minutes every day doing this. So I'm going to take it to a complete next level and start working on some ab work as well. Everything is full body. I don't care if we're doing tricep, full body. If your brain tells you so, it's a full body workout. So I'm modest in the gym. I don't usually just wear a sports bra, but I'm going to take my shirt off just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about for ab work. Okay, so when I get done doing the basics on my shins, I do my crossover, right? And then I start getting busy on exactly what I'm going to do with my abs. So roll out here, and then I literally pull up with a crunch. Just like that. And you can see how I'm dragging myself with my upper body, doing a crunch like this, boom. Then I do my crossover, same thing. just lift it up. And it took a long time to get to this. Like I'll go 10 in the center, 10 on each side, you know, and then cross over and go 10 again. So complete full body workout. My core just started getting longer and tighter. So great. And now I feel super strong doing it this way. And so you have your little routine here, all of it, pulling yourself with your abs like this, boom, right down to the tops of your feet. So the main thing, just like with anything else that you're beginning, you have to get to the point where you're getting past the pain that you can even indulge in starting to worry about the rest of your body, stretching your back out here, pulling with your arms, lifting your abs up, and getting everything else involved. So for the most part, that's how I begin the front of my body. And then from there, I start working on my quads. And that's going to be in the next